What's up, you guys? Hi, how are you guys? So good to be back. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Alina. I have done a couple of these streams already. I was subbing for Tatro on the production challenges streams, which was super, super fun. And thank you so much, ADSR, for having me. And I suppose from what I've been told, you guys really enjoyed those streams. So now ADSR has asked me to do a few streams of my own, which are going to be focused all on pop music. So it is great to be here with you guys. Please let me know where you guys are tuning in from, what time it is there, how you guys are doing today. While you're doing that, I'll kind of tell you guys a little bit more about what I do. So I'm a pop producer and songwriter. I am located in Los Angeles currently. It is extremely hot. It's been like a crazy, crazy hot week with about 100 degrees Fahrenheit, like 40 degrees Celsius. So it's been really, really hot. And, you know, I'm in the studio, so it's like fine for me. So a little bit about what I do. So I work on a lot of pop music, as you can probably infer from the context. I've worked with a lot of K-pop bands like Red Velvet and ITZY. I work with a lot of content creators like Kenzie, and I've had some music in film and television, shows like Bold Type, commercial coming up with Maybelline. So, you know, music is my job. It's my main job. And Music Man 1982 watching from Philadelphia. What's up, Philly? So yeah, music is pretty much it's my passion and it is my job. I kind of live and breathe it. And I think this will be a really fun stream for us. So I think the format will be pretty loose from like what I've been kind of asked to do. Mostly we're just going to work on tracks for pop music, for K-pop, for different projects that I have coming up. And I'll kind of talk to you guys about the decisions I'm making in the track making. All good here in France. Fa, I think I'm pronouncing this right. I'm glad you're all good. From Barcelona, Dan Ka. It's so great to see you guys from all over the world. So yeah, I'm going to be working on, you know, kind of like whatever I have coming up that week, like whether I need to pitch a song to K-pop or I need to pitch a song to film and television or to an artist. I will be kind of working on it here on the stream with you guys, talking about why I'm doing certain things, you know, why I'm going in certain directions with the track. And I will just generally kind of talk about a lot of my experiences, I guess, in the music industry, like collaborating with people, working with singers, working with other producers, working with songwriters, working with record labels, publishers. So if you guys have any questions, literally put them in the chat. I'm always happy to answer. But yeah, and I guess as you guys can probably tell, I don't usually do a lot of streaming, so I'm always forgetting what I'm supposed to say. If you guys do want to follow me on channels that are my own channels, my YouTube is Lyre Music Official, and Lyre spelled Lyre. So there's a lot of tutorials there on production. There's walkthroughs of songs I produce, so you can do that. And on Instagram, I also do a lot of like shorter tutorials, and it's Lyre Official on there. So yeah, I think without further ado, I just want to hop into making a track and just gonna hang out with you guys and talk about why I'm making this track and what I'm going to be doing with it. And yeah, please ask questions if you have any, and yeah, let's go. Okie dokie. William, the famous Alina Smith. Not famous, but thank you. You're in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Yay. What's the weather like out there? I bet it's nice on the East Coast right now. I always just like imagine that summers are nice on the East Coast and they're just crappy out here. And LA always just like hot and fire. Just fire ready to happen anytime. Okay, so I'm just gonna talk about this, you guys. So I am gonna be working on a pop Latin track today. This is just like a very beginning. So I got together last week with my friend who's a producer. His name is Scott Brusnak. He's produced some stuff by Dea and JoJo. You guys can look him up. But what we do a lot of the times, we get together and we plan out guitar parts because he's a much, much better guitar player than I am. So, and I kind of was feeling some of these more pop Latin vibes, believe it or not, for K-pop, because this is really popular, these kind of genre mix-ups in Korean music. So this is what we have right now for this track. Please let me know if you can hear this. I'm always like, I think I have things set up right for streaming, but you never know. So let's listen to this. So yeah, this is like a little verse part, and then we have this part right here. So, and then I have this section here as well. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to say about this, so when Scott and I work on these guitar parts, we just get kind of everything to be really guitarish, everything to, you know, as many parts as possible, really. And then I go through and I start popifying it, right? Creating drums, adding 808s, adding like more sampley kind of things. Because right now it sounds just like very, like almost like we went out on the street and there's a band, Latin band playing. So I want this to sound definitely much more pop than this. And I still don't know what these sections are going to be, because I think originally this was supposed to be like the chorus. I had a melody that I was hearing in mind for this. It's like it was like this descending thing that just kept doing the same kind of shape and going down. So hearing it back now with fresh ears, it sounds more like a pre-chorus to me. So, and this sounds more like a bridge and this sounds like a verse. So kind of don't have a chorus. So we're going to have to figure this out. But I think the first thing I'm going to do is these very simple chords. Someone says, I can see some groups singing over this. Yeah, I hope so. Exactly. So, and that's one thing about producing for, you know, non-instrumental music that's going to have vocals. You always have to leave room for vocals, and it's kind of hard sometimes. Like, it's a little bit easier for me, I think, because I'm a singer, so I can kind of sing over it and be like, is this inspiring or not? But I think if you are not a singer or songwriter, like, making these tracks can be pretty challenging, because you're like, wait, is a songwriter going to be inspired by these chords or not? So, and sometimes even, I don't know, sometimes I will make something and then I'll hear it back later and I'm like, I'm not inspired to write to this, I don't like this. So it is pretty like interesting how tricky this is. So, but anyway, I'm going to stop just rambling and I'm going to start creating some parts here. So the first thing I'm going to do is this part right here. It ages this to me. It sounds like, I don't know, it makes it sound more live, which is not bad, but since I'm going like for a poppy thing, it kind of, I don't know, it's not the right vibe. So, and oh, I also have this, it was muted. So this like triad thing. Very classic for this Latin inspired music. I'm not sure about that part either, to be honest. I kind of just mostly like this part. And what I did here, I already kind of started on this. I just, I used Transient Designer to like really get rid of this. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, I got rid of the attack instead of sustain. Oh, silly. Let's see. Oh, let me hear this. Yeah, there you go. And then I did this twice. I did this on DS10 Drum Shaper as well, just because I wanted it to be like really short and tiny. And then I added like panning and some verb on it as well. So, I kind of like this part, but what I want to do to start off with is probably just grab a kick. So I already usually have these keyed up in my preset. Bum bum. Where am I? There you go. About the right volume. So yeah, I have like my favorite kick, my favorite snare pre-made in my preset, and then I can just quickly get started and swap them out for whatever's appropriate for this track. But what are we thinking for a kick pattern for this? Boom, boom, dun, 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 dun. Maybe? I'm actually gonna mute this, yeah. Without it, it sounds a little like... Maybe a little busier. Let's see. Can't know without getting started, can you? I'll start with this. I usually add variation later, but to kind of like get going. Let's see. I love how like it never quantizes anything, right? Here we go. Or should it be, okay, let me see. I think maybe doing a snap on 2 and a 4 will make it a little less Latin and a little more poppy, which is I think what I'm going for. Rashane McBean is asking, do you usually add effects to the guitar for the genre? Yeah, I do. I did, you know, as you can tell here, I did the spaced out, like a little bit of a verb and delay, just to have it kind of sit a little bit nicer so it's not so dry. And yeah, like even this, like I don't like how this sounds right now. We'll find, probably weten it a little bit, maybe even some kind of phasing. We'll see. I usually kind of leave that for a little bit later, I think. Oh, wait and see. Don't we love Ableton? Yeah. Totally not the right sample, snare sample wise, but I'll swap it for like still don't know if it should be tap boom tap or should it be 2 and 4. Sometimes, you know, these decisions I leave them for when the song is kind of like written. You can tell with the top line, the songwriting a lot better than you can tell just making a beat. So a lot of times, like that's one thing like I've learned from doing this a lot is like you can't be too attached to anything. You can't be like really like you can't like let your ego get in the way, you know, because a lot of the times I'll make something and I'll kind of remake it in the session with the songwriter. I might change the tempo. I might literally just keep like the main sound and like swap everything else out. Might completely change drum patterns because I just want the best song. So if the songwriters, including myself, are not inspired by the beat, I'm like, trash it. Bye. Don't care. Okay, this sounds pretty good to me. Let's see. I hate that. The kick would need to be different. Ah, wait. Kind of like it without the kick. For this verse, at least. It's like, I'll just like try little melodies out and be like, okay, like I'm hearing something. If I'm hearing something and it feels pretty natural, other songwriters are likely to hear something, although not always. Everybody's really different in how they write. Yeah, a little. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save this kick pattern. I'm gonna just double this for now, because I think this might be good for the chorus. For the verse, though, I mean, we could go with like a 4 on the floor. I wouldn't necessarily think like that would be bad. Let's see. No, maybe, perhaps. I just love this latency. It's like, it's so hot. It's great. You know what? This sounds too slow for what I'm going for K-pop. It doesn't have the energy like with the do. It sounds like too chill. It sounds too American for me. Joe Green is asking, do you prefer melody first over drum patterns when in the beginning process? You know, it's really different every time. Like I keep kind of playing around with different ways to do it. A lot of the times, if it's just me writing, I'll just kind of go. A lot of times, like the song will come for me first, and then I arrange all the track stuff afterwards. If I'm more like the track person and I'm not the writer, like in a group of writers, usually the music will come first. So just totally depends. But yeah, I didn't like that 4 and 4, you guys. I didn't vibe with it. So you know what? We're gonna switch tactics. We're gonna go to get an 808 right now. You guys probably have, if you watched the last couple of streams I did, I use this plugin quite a bit, Sublab. It's kind of my favorite. What key are we in? A. Okay. Let's go to something like this. If you guys don't know, this plugin's really great. Kind of shorter, little 808 vibe. Yeah, okay. I'm honestly just gonna riff for a second because I don't really know. Let me see. I didn't even plan that. Let me see. That's what we were doing. Okay, A, F, and D. Oh, and then it probably goes to the E. Gotcha. So, totally didn't get these chords right. Let's see, what is this supposed to be? Oh, I see. So it ends on the 3 major. So it ends on right here. Okay. Sometimes I have to, I don't know if you guys do this, I have to flip my basses up like 2 octaves because they're so like warbly on the bottom end, like you can't really tell what note it is. Oh. Okay. ADSR is asking semi-boring question on that. If it's like an iterative process and you might trash stuff, how does saving work? Do you just mute things and leave them there? It's not a boring question, it's a good question. Yes, I do mute things and I leave them there. And some of my sessions that have changed a lot, they're messy. They're like, there's going to be a lot of tracks in there that are just muted. The one thing I try to do is I try to color code, like as you can probably tell, as you can tell, you're looking at this. The bass is always red for me. The drums are always blue, this blue, and the guitars are always green, and then other instruments are this purple, and the vocals are pink. And I really try to stick with this because that kind of lets me know, like, oh, like this was my old bass. Like I can just at a glance tell. And sometimes sessions get really big. They get like, there's so many tracks, and there'll be like a whole like group, Ableton group saved of just trash. Just stuff I didn't use. So, yeah, it is interesting how that works. Dun, dun. I think it needs to go up there. There you go. Quantize a little bit. Yeah, this is for sure. At this point, I'm a little bit like, not the most inspiring track, but I'm also like, I used to be super fast. I used to be just like, I kind of stopped doing that now. I just like sit around and take my time now because I want it to be right. And that's one thing is there's a lot of songwriters and producers making music out there. And if you want an A&R to really fall in love with something of yours, it just has to be freaking great. Like it can't be like almost there. It has to be great. So I take my time on all the things these days. Oh, I need to like yeah, this is not great. I'll be honest with you guys. This is still, I still don't know what to do with this bass. You know what? Let's look at something else. Let's see if something else can inspire it. Maybe some kind of top line, some, dare I say like whistle or something. I'm gonna use ADSR sample manager, which if you guys don't have it, you should have it. It's really great. And I'm gonna search for like either a whistle or flute, something top liney that I can just totally different key, but oh, does it sync keys? What happens? Wait, did it just change it? Hold on a second. I actually, let me see. Does this ADSR, does this change keys inside this? Because this would be really freaking great if it did. I just started using this, and mostly for like tempo shifting, but if it also shifts keys, this would be amazing. Okay, let me see. I wanted to just audition this. And well, I'm not sure if it does. I'm not sure. Or maybe I just don't know what I'm doing with it. But I am going to try this little whistle. As I do kind of like what it's doing. I'm just going to drag it in here. Let's see. So. It should. Okay, it's me. It's not you, it's me. I have to figure out how to do that. I will for next time. Let's see. Ba ba ba. Let's go up instead. Oh, it's 6. Of course it's 6. That sucks. I don't like it. I love how I'm just like doing so many things right now. Last 20 minutes. I'm like, I don't like literally any of it. Let's see. I'm gonna look for some other things. Let's look for like a flute, perhaps. I've used that before. I think that might be kind of cool. All right, let's try that. Oh no, wrong color. Get purple. Okay, let's see. Not bad. With a little bit of a reverb, it might be kind of fun. Don't go there. That is so. It's like piercing, really piercing. Let's see. Okay, I like that. I do feel like that's good. Let me put that 808 on just for like, so I know what the notes are. You know? Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, you know what? I like that. So sometimes I'll find a sample, then I'll just hear what I want it to do, and then I'll just use Melodyne to like create the melody that I want. So that's what we're gonna do, because we do have a little bit more time today than I did in my last 2 streams, so I can kind of like at least dig into some of these parts. It sounds so like nasty, like without the reverb. This is the worst. Also, I really hate that. I'm just gonna have this be like a straight, you know, and I could maybe even have like a pitch to like. Let's see. But first, let's get back to this flute, cause I do like the first 2. So let me just sing it. Okay, let's do that one. Get back. Oh, that might be too high. Or I could go to the lower F, I guess. Oh, I probably should, honestly. This is like. Yeah, ba da da. I mean, it's warbly, but I kind of like that. It makes it sound sampley. It makes it sound old. I kind of enjoy that, especially if we add like some purposeful wow to it. That might be pretty sick. Okay, so let me sing this real quick though. It's too, it rubs. Maybe. Okay, yeah, that's good. La 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 la. Ba da 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 da. Okay, I like that. So now we're gonna freeze it. And we're gonna pop it on this track, which has that nice verb, so it should just sound like a lot better. Wait, how did that happen? How did that happen? That was not right at all. Na, 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 na. What? Okay, I do not know. Wait, how did I screw up that badly? Bye, 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 bye. Okay, that one's right, this one's not. Okay, let's just do it like this. Okay, that's not bad. The end of it is not amazing, but you know what? I'm gonna switch focus for a second. I am gonna add a little bit of you know, like, this is a really cool plugin for just like wow and phasing. It just makes things sound like kind of screwed up in a good way. Oh, and we crashed. Fun. Don't we love Ableton? Yes, I would love to recover my work. That would be really, really dope and exciting. How are you guys doing? I feel like I just like went into a hole trying to do this and you know, forgot to say hi. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well and hopefully this will recover. Okay, there it is. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but like my stuff crashes all the time. Like no matter how much I pimp out my computer, like what I do, it doesn't work. Oh, no. A little less. Okay, I mean, this is okay. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm still not, like, loving any of this, to be honest. But, like, we'll see. We'll see. I think a lot of times, like, when you start writing the song, that's when, like, life starts getting into these things. Because right now I'm like, what is this? I don't even know. I don't hate that. Maybe no third one. Yeah. Okay, and here's a thought I'm having, too. Okay, let's do a little more percussion here because I think right now it's very bare and a little bit just uninspiring to me. So I'm gonna look for some stuff that's around the same BPM, around 100. And like because I'm wanting this to be for K-pop, this needs to be like more exciting and more stuff than US music. It can't just be like it has to be like it needs to have more movement. So Paula says Ableton's really powerful how she's changing pitches so easily. Yeah, it helps. It helps. I will say it really does help. Okay, so let's see, let's look for more like a drum vibe around 100. Oh, that's a good snare. Okay. Don't mind that. Yeah, these are pretty good. I kind of like really, this hit right there is inspiring me because it has like a nice tropical quality to it. Like, I don't know how else to describe this, but it does to me. So, let's see. Maybe I actually do add this like on this 3, you know, let's see. Ooh, okay. Sounds a little 2-time stretch for me. Okay, I'm keeping it for a second, but let's just look for stuff. Let's look for stuff. I like that little, I don't even know, it sounds like Foley. I wanted to say hat, but it's more like a Foley vibe. Let's drag it in here and see. James says ADSR sample manager action, nice. Yeah, it's new to me, so as you can probably tell, I'm a little bit still like finding my bearing with it, but I think it's an incredible plugin. I'm really excited to kind of dive deeper into it. Oh, I really like that boom, that kind of slightly verby kick. Okay, this is a vibe now. It's a little busy, like even for K-pop, I think. But hearing these hits, I'm like, okay, now like this has like, and you know what? I think I need to go up in tempo. That's another thing. That's another reason why I'm a little bit like doing this as opposed to like party, you know? Just feels a little like, it just feels slow. So let's go up 107. How about that? Wait, hold on, let me make sure my my samples are all prepared for that. They're not, so good thought. Yeah, because sometimes you don't know too. When you play stuff, you're like, oh, this sounds great. And when you start composing, you're like, what is this? Why is it so slow or so fast or whatever it is? I would go up. I would go up. Maybe like around there somewhere. I kind of just like this front part. Yeah, I actually really love the front of this. So I'll just do this. Okay, now this is like starting to like feel like something to me a little bit. I could probably repeat these. And these I want to pan because it's kind of just sitting there and not, I don't know, I don't love that it's just sitting and not moving around. So we'll do a little bit of Pancake, which I'm pretty sure is a free plugin from Cable, guys. If you guys don't have it, snatch it. But yeah, it's a little bit better. Usually I would also separate that kick from this because I would want to, yeah, let's just do it. So just talking about it. Because I would want to process this differently than this. Because this I want it to be all like high end. Yeah, I'll probably even like EQ out the bottom of this. Right? Yeah, perfect. Kind of just make it like a little bit abrasive, right? Not too much, but I kind of want the ear to go, oh, as opposed to, ugh. Yeah, I do like this. I do like this. And I do like this big, like, impacty kick. I might even just be a jerk and put a verb on a kick. Don't come for me. This is a good way to make an impact, you know? Don't put this on all your kicks though, please. Oh, cute. Cute, 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 cute. It's good. Okay, let's do this. Blah, blah, blah. These are not killing me, but this is good. Okay, let's put the 808 back on. Oh, I see. After my thing crashed, it just completely like switched. I don't know if your guys' Ableton ever does it if you use Ableton, but sometimes when it crashes, I lose all the presets. It's fun. It's great. It's my favorite. Just kidding. Yeah, it sucks. Okay, I'm still not sure about just this like boring whole note 808. Like I'm not dying for it. It's also kind of, I don't know if you guys find this like hard to produce bottom end. In headphones. I do, because I kind of need to, like, my test is if it rattles my rib cage, if I feel it right here, that's when it's good. When, you know, obviously that doesn't happen in headphones, so I kind of like, I have to feel it in my body, otherwise, like, I don't know, is it working, is it not working? But for now, I'm just gonna add a bit of a pitch bend to it and see if that's like save this boringness for me. Oh, another thing about Ableton that I just love is that even though it appears to start at the top of the bar, it doesn't, and then it doesn't play. Promise I love Ableton, like, but I do love to complain about it. If you guys watch these streams, you'll hear this quite a bit. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. It just needs to end sooner. Right here? Oh, that's sick, but it does need to just like end. You can't hang out right there. No, thank you. And it needs to be more powerful. I can tell even in the fonts. Let's see. Wow. Oh, okay. So then we just kind of copy this over. Does it copy the automation? I'm curious of the. No. Ugh. Kind of irritating, but whatever. And then maybe no swoop, pitch swoop on these two. But then maybe have this, like, have them straight up go into one another. Let's see. I kind of hear, yeah, I'm jumping all over the place because I don't even have a kick yet, but I kind of just, I'm hearing more. I need more, like, snares. I need, like, big percussion on this. I need it to sound, like, powerful. Right now it's just like, okay, cute. So let's look around. Some claps might be cool. maybe some of that. It's too acoustic for it. Yeah. Because I also don't want it to sound like, I don't know, like a bad, like kind of Bollywood thing. But wait, this is kind of cool. Interesting. Something about maybe even just that pattern, replacing it with another sample might be really cool. Let's see. Wait, I actually really like this idea. I don't like the sound. For now, I'm just gonna... That's about the right pitch, right? Okay, you know what? I like this idea with like a shaker. Like that one. And if I just like kind of go ahead and match the pattern of this. Also, I feel like I'm just like in my own world right now. So how are you guys? How are you guys doing? You guys hanging in here with me? I know this is like, you know, this is like real. I'm just digging in. Like some of it is, you know, it's not glamorous. And that's one thing about, I feel like music, a lot of people think it's like, oh, it's going to be like so fun and glamorous. I'm like, I don't know. It's great, but it's so much work. It's everything worthwhile though is, you guys. I feel like, you know, no shortcuts really for anything, any of this stuff. Oh, okay, kind of cute. It's, I'll have to process it interestingly because right now it's just kind of boring. Like the sound itself, maybe I need to layer it also. Something here is too much. Tiny Bites say, I can't live without Ableton. Yeah, you know, I complain about it, but there's such great functionality in it. I mean, it's true. Yeah, I think that's kind of cute. And then we can do maybe another layer of different sounding shakers. How weird would it be to like layer something like this under it? I definitely see like it's a little delayed, so let's fix that. Oh, no. Diana Fernandez says, I like how it's coming together. Thank you. I mean, I can't say I do yet. I'm still very much like, what is this? I'm not there yet, but I'm glad you are feeling positive about it. I honestly just like, I need more of, you know what? Let me look in here. I have this like kind of older folder of this BPM. Maybe look at the snares. Maybe it needs more like a trap snare too. I just... not that one. I'm not sure. It's gonna be too busy though. Might just kind of drop the pitch like this. Take this here. I have to be honest, that shaker sucks. I don't like it. I love this. Okay, so I think we need to work on the kick because that's the thing that's like gonna drive it, and it's not there. So let me first of all look for like a little more of a hip hop kick, I want to say. Now that kind of busy 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that might actually be kind of cool for the kick. Usually wouldn't do this for like US music, a little too busy, but for this, like, we're trying to like really go up. I think that might be cool. Okay, not bad. Latency is gonna one day kill me. I'm just gonna like keel over from latency. Like it's a disease. You know, it might be cool to take some of these hits out to dun dun dun, so it's not like a consistent like. This needs to be also EQ'd up a little bit. Now this little guitar starting to get a little bit lost. Yeah, so good. Take some of the bottom off because the 808's gonna take that up. Also, am I ducking for the kick? I'm not ducking for the kick, am I? No. And I want to be, so let's do that. So this 808 has like a very boring sound. I think it needs to be maybe a little bit more driven. Yeah. Not bad. Okay, let me fix this. It's a little bit distorted, which is kind of cool. It's not so bad. It also needs a little bit of cleanup, I think, as far as timing, because this was performed live. So let me just go ahead and do that. And if you guys know, it's so easy to quantize waves, audio in Ableton, like boom. It's pretty awesome how this works. Sometimes it makes mistakes though, so be careful. Like definitely double check what it sounds like before sending it off to anybody. Yeah, it should be cool. And let's spread these things. Okay, I'm not hating it. I kind of like it actually. I'm just gonna call it riff, even though I feel like it's not really riff, but whatever. I think I also want to try the Super VHS from Baby Audio on it, just to kind of spread it a little bit, maybe a little bit of wash in it. Kind of like that. Need a little bit of drift too, like, because I do like everything to be detuned because it adds a little bit of like interest to it. That's fun. I do like that. I do like that. I really like that actually. I do think I need to take some of the bottom out. Let me just use Pro Q just for like fun. Just to kind of get rid of some of this. It's very powerful. You can see, and it kind of does not need to be that powerful. Yeah, okay. Let me just listen to this little loop part and see what we're working with. Okay, that's just let go. Like, you know, like something percussive like that is probably what we're gonna have. It's so funny. Mix-wise, I'm like, wait, everything's just like distorting and it's kind of terrible, but so easy to fix. Once I'm just starting to like work on the song. I do think there's some interest in this. There's some stuff in it that I like. Not so bad. I think for a little verse, it's like pretty decent. I wonder what we're gonna do. I wonder what this pre-chorus now sounds like. ADSR is asking, do you find there any random considerations when you're producing for K-pop, Korean versus English? Yeah, it's really, there's a whole way to approach it. Like for this, like you guys probably noticed me being like, it needs to be more, it needs to have more sounds, it needs to have more rhythm, it needs to be faster. Like if I was producing this for like a pop Latin artist here, I probably wouldn't have made it as fast. Probably kept it like that, like slower, like very vibey. Tempo around 100, you know, maybe even like 90-ish, 95 or something. I do find for K-pop, you know, especially a lot of what I do is for girl groups and they want to dance. You know, they have choreography is like half of what they do. It's a big part of the show. So if it's not dancey, it kind of doesn't work. It really doesn't like, it doesn't work as well. So I think making sure that things are dancey is definitely one consideration. Songwriting wise, there's a lot to consider as well. Like melodies need to also usually be, there needs to be like a few more of them because there's more members of the band. then there would be like obviously like a solo artist here. So you're trying to give them all their own unique parts. And so for track wise, it's really important to have a lot of sections. So, the one section I've been kind of just digging into, I mean, that's just going to be the verse. I don't even really know the choruses of this, to be honest. Like, it might be kind of like a big 4 on the floor thing with like dun 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 dun, like kind of big toms or something. I don't have that section right now, so I'm just kind of working on what I have. Then usually the pre-chorus is a little bit more legato and kind of chill, and it has more like big, beautiful vocals. I mean, this honestly is a really good contender for pre-chorus as well. Like this kind of, and doing one of those builds underneath it would actually be really quite good. But also I feel like the same here. So I kind of, that's one thing, like when I'm actually going to probably write on this with my friend Jordan, who's coming to write with me later today. And it depends on what she wants to do and what she's hearing too, because I might hear something she sings and go, oh, that's the chorus or that's the pre-chorus. So a lot of the times, yeah, I don't like fully arrange a track and go, here you go, there's a track, because if I'm hearing her do something really cool and it doesn't really match what I'm doing, I'm going to trash what I'm doing. Go to what she's doing, because I just want the best song. I don't like really care who comes up with what. Like, we just are all trying to get those cuts, get that money, and just create the best thing that we can as well, which a lot of music is collaboration. I don't know if you guys collaborate a lot, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say that you should. As somebody who's really introverted and grew up like without being socialized, like instead of going to kids' birthday parties, I was like drawing and writing little books and playing the piano as a kid. I was just like a very like introverted kid that just wanted to work on her little art projects. As somebody like that, like I had to learn to like embrace collaboration, because everything is made. Look at credits for any popular songs, it's like 9 names on it, and you can kind of imagine how that goes. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna probably just go ahead and make this the pre-chorus. And then if we change it, we change it. That's just how it goes. I should probably have some nice little snare buildups for this though, saved up. And here I do have like my own folder of stuff that I use quite a bit. That's a great sample. Okay, wait. I just heard that and I was like, I'm inspired. That's cool. It's actually, would this work here too? That's kind of sick. Honestly, like here vibe. Shakira dance vibe, drummy Gio. Okay, I like that. I love Shakira. I grew up with her music. She's brilliant. I love her. I love her voice. It's so unusual. Polish music. For how long have you been producing music? Vocal production since like 2005. I'm old. And instrumentally since like 2010. So 10, 11 years. Professionally, like where I'm making a living from it, about 5 years. Actually, no, I got my publishing deal in 2014, so what, that's 7 now? But I was mostly like a writer then. I did produce, but I really started focusing on production in the last 5 years. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right for now. For now, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do want to find this build that I have. A lot of times I save things for my own songs. You can see like the song names are in here. I'm just like, Joe Green, who inspired you to start producing? The fact that I was poor and I couldn't hire producers. No, it was true. I literally was an artist and I was like, I don't have any money, and production fees are usually what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 grand a song. And I was like, I'm an immigrant from Russia. I don't have $100. So I just was like, oh, how hard can this be? So I started doing it, and Ended up producing much more for others than for myself, funny enough, which I really enjoy both at this point. And how about you guys? How did you guys start producing? I want to know. Let's see. I'm still trying to find this snare that I have. And okay, I'm just gonna type in snare. I don't know if you guys have a hard time like looking for specific things, like you're looking for like that one sample and just cannot find it. It's so frustrating. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's the one I think I want. Yeah. Ah, sorry, I didn't mean to delete you. And then kind of go to the boom, and then we go to like dance section. I think that might be pretty fun. Pretty fun. I'm also kind of just. Oh, this is cool. I love like I make these things like this. I made like probably a year ago. I'm like, what is that? What is that song? I don't know. I don't know if you guys find yourself working on so much stuff that you're just like in this vacuum floating around. Like, what am I even doing? I definitely have these moments. Okay, I actually really like the sound of this. I just need to arrange it to be this pattern. Dun 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 dun. Right? Yeah, and as you guys can tell, like, it's been already almost an hour of me doing this stuff, and, you know, I literally don't even have, like, hardly anything. And so next time you're working on a track, you know, and it's not coming together as fast as you want, don't beat yourself up, because this is super normal. It's very much like nobody's going to give you a medal for doing something fast, you know what I mean? Like, it just matters how good it is in the end, not how quickly you do it. Where, you know, and then sessions, sometimes if there's like two songwriters sitting back there, like I don't want to make them wait, so I kind of try to expedite it. It's a little easier when I'm not like talking at the same time. But a lot of the times people are very forgiving, you know what I mean? Like, you want to get it right as opposed to get it quick. Kind of ta-ta. Maybe save this hit, right? Yeah, like this, maybe. Yeah, cool, I like that. I actually really like that. It's not groundbreaking, but you know what? A lot of times stuff isn't. Like, this kind of build, like, I've heard this build, like, so many times in a lot of, like, kind of EDM-ish stuff, but it really works. This type of snare build, you know, and I might even need, like, a longer riser, because this riser is, what, like, half of the section? If it started there, might be kind of sick, actually. But let's see. I need to get to those 16th notes. Come on, let's go. All right. Let me just do it on this track right now. I do love how like dull that is. Like, for some reason, for me, that's like a vibe. Like, it just kind of sounds, I don't know, it sounds exciting to me and not as like teeny weeny. Oh no. Yeah, like, and I kind of just like circulate them, so it's like has a bit of variation to it. Also, what do you guys think I should call this track? I always struggle with this when I make like tracks before writing a song. I don't have to save it as something, but I literally am so really uncreative when that comes out. I'm like, I don't know, track 47. If you guys have any ideas for this, please let me know in the comments, just so I can save it as something. Yeah. Yeah, and then we definitely have to take out all of this, and then just have to be like the centerpiece of this moment. And then we go to like a maybe like a Sweet Melody. I don't know if you guys know that song by oh Jesus, the British girl group. Why is my brain not working? Not Fifth Harmony. Jesus. The one that sing Hair and Salute. It's gonna drive me crazy. But like that. Wait, I'm sorry. I have to. I'm like, what? How am I literally, Little Mix, of course. I was like, what? Yeah, maybe like a vibe like that would be really, really, really cool, I think. And I think what we should do also is I think we should do an EQ sweep out of these parts. And I know I only have a few moments left, you guys, like a few minutes, so I'm gonna probably have to wrap this. Yeah. The Night and You, Starlight Sign. That's a very like, it's actually a great name because it's kind of like, oh, like the night. Like it kind of makes me think of like, I don't know, being in Spain and dancing under the stars. That's a good name. Thank you for that. That's a good one. I like it. EQ8. So if we sweep on this, let me see. Oh, so let me just check what all is in here in this stack. So we got like a legato part. Cute little. Oh, we got an even like another percussive plucky part, but it's way up there. You know what? Let's just copy some of this processing. And then maybe we can sort of blur this out a little bit more with like Valhalla verb. Internet, it's absolutely delight to watch you produce live. Pro tips from accomplished producer are the best. Thank you for joining these sessions. Thank you so much. This makes me feel so good because I kind of like, this is like embarrassing for me because usually I show like the final product. I'm like, great, just me sitting here struggling like I do. I'm like, vibes. But thank you for appreciating it. I mean, honestly, it's the process. I try not to be embarrassed about it because like my personality is like a total freaking perfectionist. So I want everything to be like perfect when I present it to people. But this is probably like good for me, like for personal growth to do this so that I can show you guys the actual raw process. Abram J. Airy from Facebook, save this as tropical something. Yes, tropical something. That's a good one. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna just do this EQ sweep and then I think I kind of have to go, you guys. let me just go ahead and do that. And do a little bit of this. And then let's go. Oh, just checking the book, TBH. Bam. Okay. All right. So that's what we have. I'll play you guys these two little sections, but yeah, in an hour, you know, we didn't get like a ton done, but I feel like it's a really good start. And I'm actually really excited. If I do write a song to this, I will play it for you guys. Maybe not the top line, because sometimes like I feel like weird. Like I'm not, you know, I don't want to share like my co-writer's work, but I can definitely share the track if we do end up working to this. But you know, this is the verse section. It's really crunching, but oh well. And this is the pre-chorus. Diana Fernandez says, I'm also such a perfectionist, haha, but watching you produce is really cool and helpful. Thank you so much. Like, I hope it is. Yeah, so I actually really like this pre-chorus. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's mostly just the guitar. Like, the chords are really cool and I already have a melody. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with this, if anything. That's one thing is like, you know, you guys, like, any form of art is a risk. Like, you have to just go ahead and work on it. Sometimes it's awesome. Sometimes things just come. Like, I've written a song in an hour and 2 hours. Like some of my favorite ones, I've written things that have made me a lot of money really quickly, and then I've struggled and like literally wrung my brains out on things that have never gone anywhere. So it's just part of the process. It's just how it is. So, but it's really awesome to see you guys. I'm really excited to be here. I will be here next week at the same time. It's 10 a.m. Pacific time on Thursdays. Please join in. Please invite any other producers that you might know that might be interested in producing pop music, kind of hearing some stories. If you guys have questions for next time, like, please come with those prepared. I will answer anything. Yeah, and you can find me at Lyre Music on our website, Lyre Official, Lyre Music Official here on YouTube, and Lyre Official on Instagram. And now I think I'm gonna go and work on this more, and hopefully it will be better. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.